you, hope you're well. My name is Nikki DeForest. Welcome to part 4 of my Finding Your Soul Purpose series. Ignore the haters and the skeptics and the doubters. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will leave a leave a link to a playlist in the video description. I'll also leave a link to my blog where this whole series started. Well, on our path of discovering our soul's purpose, we may have people in our life who don't understand the changes we're making or why we're changing or the choices that we're making, and that's okay. They might not even understand our desire to find our soul's purpose or that it even exists, and that's okay. The people around us and in our lives have their own path to navigate. They don't need to understand our path. They don't. In fact, those people in our lives that are doubters of us, they may be directly related to our soul's purpose in that they may be the people that we are supposed to overcome. In any case, we are here to discover our own soul's purpose. It's about us, our path, our life. So even if the people around us try and disrupt that growth or trying to block us, we really need to ignore them. We must ignore the haters and the skeptics and the doubters, especially if they are especially if they are within our own thoughts. Again, overcoming these things, these intrusive thoughts or doubters or haters outside of us or within us might actually be part of our path. They might actually be one of our soul purposes. So let's talk about when those haters and skeptics and doubters are our own inner dialogue, our own inner critic. That is likely part of our soul's purpose, and that's a twiggle. That means my intuition is confirming. Sometimes, or certainly for me, overcoming my inner critic was a soul purpose of mine. That inner critic is within us, and it is some people say it's part of our ancient makeup as a human to protect us from, be fearful of things to protect us from dangerous situations. But we're a modern human being, and most of those situations that our inner critic is trying to protect us from just isn't a reality. We can move through our inner critic, even as it's kicking up this internal storm of thoughts of negativity. We can learn to move past it for me, it was I had to shut it down. I had to tell my inner critic, you're lying to me. That's not true. I am perfectly safe. I know what I'm doing. You need to get out and you need to leave me alone because we are doing big things here. I would have that inner dialogue with my inner critic. And over time, it finally shut the F up. Whew. Rarely does it come to the surface and show its little creepy head again. So I know that it is possible to overcome that inner negativity, that inner critic. If your inner critic, if that inner dialogue, that negativity and that thing inside you that says, no, you can't do that, or you're not worthy, or whatever it says to you, if that is part of your being right now, I am going to leave a link to a blog post I did very long ago about how I overcame my inner critic, and I hope that helps you. It certainly helped me, and it certainly, by removing all that negativity and doubt inside, it opens up energy, space for us to move forward in our alignment to our soul purpose. Removing those intrusive thoughts and those negative loops that tend to come up through either an inner critic or just negative thought loops or negative thought patterns. By removing that, you are freeing yourself. You are freeing yourself to become that very best version of you. And it also allows you to be more intentional with your thoughts when you're not having all the noise in the background. You can actually be intentional with the thoughts in your mind. What we think and what we speak is what we call into our reality. It's how we see the world. Focus on your soul's path and purpose. Focus on you, regardless of what anyone says. You know your intention, you know your goal, you know what you're manifesting. You're manifesting alignment to your purpose and path. You're focused on your soul purpose. So other people's opinions don't matter. They're not part of you. Don't receive that energy. Just know that that is their purpose, their path, their life, their energy that they are putting into the world. Do not let it seep into you. And don't allow it to color your world and your purpose and your path. They can say and do anything they want. This is your life, your soul's purposes, and your path forward. No one can move us off our path unless we allow it, unless we listen and attach to what the other people are saying. No one can don't allow anyone to move you off your path. No one. Hold on to that goal of finding your soul's purposes. Hold on to it. Commit to it. So remember, as you're moving along your path to finding your soul's purpose, ignore the haters and the skeptics and the doubters. They're not on your path. They're not part of your purpose. Or maybe they're a part of your purpose, but they're the part that you're meant to overcome. What is meant to be will be for you and for everyone else. Our spiritual paths, our path to purpose, will unfold before us just as it should be. This is your path. Focus on your path and allow your soul purpose to emerge from within you. Stay tuned. Coming up next is part 5. Connect with your spiritual team. Whew, I'm looking forward to that one. If this resonated with you, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, set the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. I am so very grateful you're here. I love you. Be well, beautiful soul.